everyone, my name is Gitanjali Singh and I am currently interning at Lexer and Company, and this is the second part of the video of torture, terrorism and police. Now, in the previous video we learned about terrorism, combating torture and how police treats the and how is the situation of custodial deaths in India. Similarly, we must start in this video that the death there were reported of the reports of NHRC while in judicial custody, there were 1,157 deaths in March, including a large proportion of deaths from natural causes that in some cases were aggravated by poor prison conditions. Death in police custody, which typically occurred within the hour or day's initial detention, more clearly implied violent abuse and torture. However, these were the data analytics of previous 2000s and late 2000s. And however, in January 2001, the NHRC, which is the National Human Rights Commission, requested that the commission be informed of any custodial death within 2 months that the post-mortem report, magistral inquest, and video of post-mortem will be provided to the NHRC. The NHRC identified torture and deaths in detention as one of its priority concerns. In February, the government disclosed plans to supplement state funds to effect prison reforms. Noting that Odisha demonstrated a particular need for assistance, the Home Ministry reported that it had provided around like 2 lakh something for modernization of prison administration between 1993 to 2000. Now, the exactly what is the role of National Human Rights Commission? It is like international convention and norms in case of void in domestic. In this case of void in domestic law, where there is no inconsistency between them, have been used to fill the void and or enlarge the meaning and content of the fundamental rights as a canon of construction. The award of compensation as public remedy, distinct from and in addition to private law remedy in torts or damages, has been held to be a mode of enforcement of fundamental right. In this manner, award of compensation as remedy in public law for custodial death is recognized. It may be mentioned that the provision to award immediate interim relief under Section 83 of Protection of Human Rights Act 1993 is also available to NHRC, and in addition to power under Section 18 subclause 1 to recommend the initiation of proceedings for prosecution or such other actions as a commission may deem fit against the person responsible for the violation of human rights or negligence in the prevention of human rights. NHRC took certain steps to put restrictions on the police that has been done on 14 December. The Commission has required all district magistrates, superintendent of police to report any instance of custodial death or rape directly to the Commission within 24 hours of occurrence. Failure to send such report, it has been emphasized, would lead to presumption by Commission that an effort was being made to suppress the occurrence. The Commission also recommended that some amendment in law to put certain restrictions on police, like insertion of Section 114B in Indian Evidence Act of 1872, to introduce a rebuttal presumption that any injury sustained by a person in police custody may be presumed to have been caused by the police officer. The Commission all and the support of recommendation of IILC states that Section 197 of CRPC be amended to obviate the necessity of governmental sanction for the prosecution of the police officer where the prima facie case has been established. In one inquiry conducted by a session judge or commission of a custodial offence. Another suggestion by Commission was that there should be a mandatory inquiry by a session judge in each case of custodial death, rape, or any grievous hurt. Commission has also taken the view that the compensation due to the next to the kin of those who have died in custody should be liability not just to the state government but to the police officer themselves. In respect of this custodial cases deaths, the present instruction of National Human Rights Commission could be changed to the effect to the state authorities could be instructed and also inform the concerned state human rights commission of custodial deaths in respect of that particular state. Guidelines need to be framed for videotaping the post-mortems in order to make the videotape effective and useful in processing the custodial. Now, to end this video, we must say that after the adoption of UDHR, nearly about 57 years have been passed. This period was the period of movement of human rights all over the world. This movement started at the reaction of world against Nazis' atrocities and large-scale violation of human rights during the Second World War. This helped in making human rights as a permanent and really important and critical part of the international as well as domestic law. Today, the world menaced by weapons of mass destruction, nuclear weapons, widespread violence, terrorism, torture, and many more heinous things that must that must create an inhuman situation, which and etc. Which respect for an observation of human rights is the only hope which can save this advanced civilization from annihilation, and the role of NHRC in every country, in every and the utmost priority is that that the fundamental rights must be sustained over everything. That's all. Thank you.